What's that?
I feel like the skate session just like all of a sudden hit me and I'm exhausted.
Like no brain.
Yeah.
No
like
brain function.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm pretty like empty.
I feel you. I feel like in the last 2 weeks, I've been going from one thing to the next so much that I don't know what I'm losing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I'm not catching up to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I look at emails, like I don't even know if I took care of these or not. I can't. I cannot.
That's what I feel like I'm doing. I just looked at my phone and it was like 5 things, and I was like, did I do that or am I about to do that?
I did an interview here the other day. There was a moment in the interview I was like, I don't know what I was just talking about. I don't know what I'm saying right now.
So many things are happening that I care about.
I know, that's the thing. It's all
it's not like little iffy.
Yes, exactly.
I love it all.
Conversation I had with Kathy just last night. I was like, it's hectic, but we wouldn't trade any of these things.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a crazy position.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sleep on it is just like disrespectful to life. You gotta go get it.
Disrespectful to life. We have to show up for our lives.
Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk.
Hi everybody.
We don't have any water.
We're doing a solo show.
We own Liquid Death and we don't have any.
I know, but it's all hands on deck for the office right now have been to resurface the ramp.
I gotta make this cup of water last. Man.
Ooh,
oh no.
Awesome.
I'm already 3/4 of the way
mine.
through. I feel like I'm on an island. I'm gonna kill you and eat you because I got kids, Tony.
I'm not a lot of meat on these bones right now.
Dude, today, I want to say, and not everybody's going to know this, but today, you probably know it, but maybe not, but you did 360 body jar today.
Woo!
And I tried one. I haven't skated for a while, but I got close. If it was the right grab, I was going to make one.
Yeah, you were
today.
eyeing it. I saw it.
And the one you made when you dropped in, I'm gonna get sentimental. It's old bird, mate. I saw like your board seemed more like grounded to a part of the ramp.
It was committed.
I was like the fakey disaster before it. I was like,
yeah, it's
it's on.
Yeah.
And then when you did it, like it didn't look like you might make it the whole time. It was like he's gonna make it. He's gonna make like before you took off. And then when you took off, I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna make it. And then at one point, I think you were in the air, and it was just like I'm just sitting over it in a body jar, and nothing is stopping me from making this.
Even though you're right on that one, it has been a long time coming. Because I have been eyeing that trick, and he's talking about like cab body jar, but I have attempted it a few times over the last few weeks with my recovery, and only saw it a couple times. Where I was like, I need to see it more than once in a session.
Yep.
And then today I was trying it, and then this guy just comes in hot and tries one in front of me, and I was like, oh, then I better make one.
Yeah, because it looked like if I got lucky, and I'll admit it, it would have been a lucky, but if I had got a lucky and my hand was on it, I've done a lot of them. I'm making that. I'm making that shit.
It's funny when you can click into that, like, that memory thing.
Yeah.
Where as soon as you grab it, you're like, oh, I've done this. I've been here a lot of times.
The best part is this ramp is brand new surface and it's so grippy that the trick that I do before it is the easiest trick that anybody can do in
Board
skateboarding.
slide to fakie.
Board slide to fakie. But it is hard right now. And you need to make sure that is perfect. And I haven't skated for a long time and I'm like, that bit is the big struggle. But the pump right when I go across the flat, all of a sudden it's like, 1997, Jason, is right there.
Yeah.
It's just like if your brain could trigger the nerves for the body to be like...
It's one takeoff away.
That's right. It's like I
96
spin,
Jason is coming through.
I spin and 51-year-old hand Jason's grab and get, man. But it was right for a second there. I was like, I'm 38. I was gonna crack it on the way back in.
We do have those moments though where we snap into it. We're like, oh yeah, that. I saw you today. Like you did India today. And I was like,
right.
He wasn't planning that.
Nope, he wasn't.
But
I love that you know.
But the snap and the grab came and you're like, well, I can't waste it.
No. As far as I can remember, as far as I recall, this is how you make an indie air.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Oh man.
Okay, so I got to tell you about we haven't discussed this, but I just got back from Japan from X Games, which was it was exhilarating, it was exciting, it was nerve-wracking. I was super anxious because I'm still not fully recovered, but I knew I had a couple of tricks like in the chamber.
Yeah, you did.
And but going there, so I knew so to get into the weeds, I was going to try this Madonna sugarcane.
Yeah.
To get one trick in the bag.
What's it called?
I don't know. Madonna sugarcane.
Okay. But you go all the way around as well.
Well, so I was going to go Madonna sugarcane coming forward to have one in the bag.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's the strategy.
Yeah.
If you're going to best trick, you should probably make something first.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to make that one, which was frustrating. And then what I was going to do from there was to do a Tefeki, which I call the Madge.
Call the what?
The Madge, because that's Madonna's nickname. One of Madonna's nicknames.
Is what?
Madge.
Madge.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like hardcore. That's like deep cut Madonna.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad I didn't know the answer to that.
My wife's from Detroit, so she knows.
Okay,
Madge,
sorry. Mag.
So in street terms, it's a Madonna to switch crook. Yeah. In our terms, it's a Madonna sugarcane revert.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It looks fancy.
So I've been working on that here.
Yeah.
Like working on just getting into it and trying to make it.
Yeah.
Right. And then.
But you haven't made it here.
I didn't make it here. I made it once in Houston a few years ago.
Before you broke your leg.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. Right. And then, that's all I was working on here. It was like, that's my trick. That's the trick. And then I've been working on this other, like half cab body rail blunt to backside in, half cab body rail, backside 180 in. I made that a couple times here already, but I just wasn't, I thought that wouldn't be as consistent.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to give you my mindset going into it. Yeah. Right. And so I'm just like these tricks. That's all I'm doing. I'm not skating the ramp. I'm not like doing airs. I'm not doing lines. I'm coming in with these tricks and that's what I've got to figure out. And then we get there and first day of practice, everyone else has been there a couple days. Right. I'm the only guy coming in for best trick.
Okay.
Everyone else is skating the contest, skating the ramp.
Yeah.
Get all my pads on. And I'm already nervous about skating a different ramp. Right?
Has the atmosphere, and I mean actual atmosphere of the sky and the like Japan, is altitude? Is it in the mountains? Like, does it feel different?
No.
Was there like a heat or a cold?
No. Well, I guess that's where I'm getting to because it was overcast.
So it's cold.
Not cold, but it was okay. It was comfortable. It was fine. Like everything. And I was there for the Olympics. It was blazing. It was like 100 and something.
Okay.
Like I really thought I was going to pass out skating the bowl during the Olympics.
Yeah.
Especially because I was skating alone in the park area.
Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or psychic. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative award-nominated device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is a completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. You get it? Instead of bad, Fume is good. Not bad meaning bad, but Fume meaning good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and helpful for anxiety while breaking your habit. According to Jason, it's more flavorful than he thought. It's well-weighted, perfectly balanced, and extremely fun to fidget with. Right, Jason? Right. You can't talk back because you're not here. The real wood and the shape are also beautiful. You feel cool using it. Right, Jason? Right. Again, here he is, confirming everything I'm saying. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code WOLF. Dude, it gets all the glory. To save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfume.com, tryfum.com, and use code WOLF to save an additional 10% off your order today. You just got to show up. Where's this guy?
So we get there, and I show up for the practice session of that day. I'm like, first guy, get on the ramp, get on my pads. The other guys are kind of lingering. It's actually half a foot taller than mine. Shocking.
Bigger than that.
Yeah. So you got to wait to take off.
Oh, wow.
Which was like made it harder.
Yeah.
So I get all my pads on. I'm like, getting all hyped. Like, this is my first time back, especially in a contest. I'm at X Games. Walk up the deck, starts pouring. I'm on the deck.
You haven't skated?
Haven't skated. I'm on the deck, fully padded, rain dripping down my helmet. I'm looking around like, are you fucking kidding me? Like right now?
Yeah.
And
so
then
there's your practice gone.
Well, so then I go inside, like into the locker room area and wait. And then they keep like saying, oh, we're going to wait another half hour and then we're going to figure out what to do.
They
we're going to wait another half
topping it?
hour. So we're there. No, because it's not pouring. That's what was frustrating.
Just enough to
make
you.
tracks and you can't skate.
Right.
So we wait like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. And then finally they're like, we're calling the day. We're canceling all the events. It's off. Great.
You've had no practice. You haven't skated the ramp.
No. So go back, hotel, whatever, come back the next day early. And I just get on the ramp. It's not raining, but it's like threatening skies.
Yeah.
So I just get on the ramp during the street event. I felt bad because I felt kind of disrespectful.
Right. Yeah.
That they're having this, but like I have not skated this ramp.
Right.
And it's today. Today is the day. So I get on the ramp, get used to it, like got used to it enough that it was like, okay, I think I could do something here.
What'd you do to get used to it?
The ramp?
Yeah.
A bunch of lip tricks.
So you didn't, how long did you skate for when you were like, okay, now I can start?
Like a half hour.
Okay. Half an hour on that whole new ramp and you go, okay, new legs.
Yeah, because also I'm just like, I'm still, my leg gets,
I know.
My leg gets stiff after its session and I'm going to have to skate twice.
Right.
So, and also they're going to have the Vert event that day. They're supposed to have the Vert event the day before.
Yeah.
That's been postponed. So now they're going to have the Vert event.
And the best trick.
Right after.
Right.
I'm the only guy coming in.
All the other guys have been in a contest.
Just throwing
super warmed up.
Yeah,
right.
super warmed up. That's
and
what I'm trying to get to.
You just flew to Japan and you've had one half an hour session by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're Tony Hawk and you got a half an hour session by yourself because they flew you out here to be in the best trick. But
Yes.
there's people in the street course that are like, hey, does he not care about us? Even though they're not thinking that, but I know that you have to think that.
I know.
But and it's like, oh man, but if I don't get half an hour, then imagine trying to just fly to Japan and be in best trick. I'm not 28.
No.
Let's also put that into perspective.
No.
All these other things that it's like, yeah, man, warm up. Like if it's raining, warm up.
Yeah.
But I know you, and I know that like you were on the vert ramp and you looked over and a couple street dudes.
Luckily it was far enough away that it was like, but then some people started coming over, so I felt kind of bad.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't know what to say. I gotta
But
practice.
they all understand is what I'm.
The funny thing is Chris Gregson came over and he's supposed to be shooting the event.
Okay.
And
And
I'm like, aren't you supposed to be over there? He's like, yeah, but there's a few guys that don't want me following them. He's like, so I'm over it.
Oh.
He's like, so you want to film something? I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
So I got it. That's probably like the one thing that people saw of me is skating the ramp.
Yeah.
That Gregson shot while I was on my solo practice mission.
Well, it looked great. The X Games social media stuff, I mean, maybe more to me than the average person, but the vert pump, people were like, you're skating.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, hey, Vert, is Vert back? And I'm like, I like this.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's true or not. I just like that you guys are spitting some shit right now for us. I don't know, is it? Ooh, because look at it, it's all coming together.
No, I think I commented something like, we've been here the whole time. You just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. But that was
true.
it was a good look. It was. I feel like your leg, because in the video, like I'm doing not me looking at it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, you're back.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You look back. You look fresh. Like dude, you do to the guy. People are winning third with a kickflip McTwist.
I want to get to that.
It's awesome.
I want to get to that.
I love that.
Yes.
It's a sick trick. But I could do that.
I love how you say it under your breath, but I've done that one.
If I had to,
yeah,
which is
right.
I probably should at this point, but yeah.
Let me get to that though. I know I'm going on with this. So, all right. So I practice.
Yeah,
feel like that's
you got it.
All right. So then the Vert Contest is happening.
Yeah,
and they go. We're gonna go. The skies are threatening. We're gonna go 10 minutes practice after the Vert Contest, and then it's on.
Okay.
So
is
in
it
my
a snake
head,
session?
No, because for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
No, because all the guys have been skating. They're talking about like at the end of the Vert finals, you got 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're going best trick.
Okay.
So this 10 minutes is my only time to practice right before the event, which is, that's manageable, I guess. But I'm just paranoid. So I get padded up and then I'm taking runs in between people's finals runs. Just to try to get used to the ramp.
That's a thinking man right there.
A couple people caught on camera. Like, we saw you sneaking in there. I was like, out of desperate times. What can I say?
Smart times.
So then the contest ends.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, here we go. Here we go. Rain.
Wait, it didn't happen.
So rain delay.
Oh.
So then they said,
tarp
all right.
this time?
Huh?
They tarp it this time? Tarp. Saw it on your face. Fucking asshole.
Do they top it?
Tarp.
They can't top themselves,
No,
bro.
I didn't say that.
No, they have not tarped it.
Okay.
They haven't tarped it, bro.
They didn't tarp it, bro.
No, and we didn't get burgers.
They covered
either.
it in beer and cheeseburgers.
They covered it in beer. That's what they did. They mopped it up with cheeseburgers. No, so they go, all right, we'll let you know in like a half hour what's happening.
Yeah.
So I go back. I had a room. So I go back to the room.
Are you frustrated back at the room?
I am.
Are you thinking it's not going to happen?
So anxious.
Right.
And and I'm thinking it might not happen.
Right.
So also I'm like, I came all the way here.
I know.
Got psyched out. You know what I mean? Like prepared all this stuff and it's not even going to happen. Like, well, okay, that sucks, but what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But also I want it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, when you're faced with that, I'm kind of torn. It's almost like, okay, well, I guess I can let it go. And I was thankful that I got a chance or whatever. And then I think I just got my pads off. Someone knocks on the door. We got a break in the weather. It's on right now. Oh, okay. Get my pads back on.
In your room.
In my room. Go. Well, a room, like I had a like a kind of a, whatever, they have suites. It's a stadium.
In the event.
In the event,
Okay.
in the arena. So get my pads back on, get on the ramp, warm up. I get like 3 runs. Not even that. I got like 2 runs. And Chris Ortiz was in charge of everyone. And Ortiz is like, all right, we're starting. If everyone gets 1 round and it starts raining, that's it. So if everyone gets 1 try at a trick and then it starts raining.
Oh, wow.
The results are what they were.
So everyone's going for broke because they think they're only going to get 1
or
trick.
they just got to make something their first run.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm going to do this Madonna sugarcane. And like, I got to make the first one because this might be the only trick that counts.
Yeah.
Can't make it. Like I missed the grab. I'm too nervous, whatever. And then the weather holds and I'm like, all right, we got another try. So somewhere around like the third try, and everyone's got crazy tricks, right?
Yeah.
Or going for crazy tricks. So around the third one, I felt my truck, but I couldn't tell, and it kind of went back to tail. And I just like I didn't know, and so I remember I asked Gregson, I was like, did my truck? Because I made it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, was my truck on? He's like, I don't think so. And he watched it back, and he's like, it was on for a second, and then you went to tail. I was like, I'm taking it because I made something.
Yeah.
So then I started trying to revert. Then I finally commit, and there's a part of the event which wasn't, I don't know if it was on the air or whatever, but they weren't. Every other time we were going, they were like, okay, go. All right, Guy, go. Okay, Eddie, go. And then this one, they weren't doing it, but we were just going anyway in our order.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell if that was one that was like, were they counting it? It was really strange.
Yeah.
So I tried to make it, but I ran out of room on the ramp. And
Off
then,
the side.
And then I went off the side, and it's painted black. There's a
How's
board
your
guard.
leg going off the side of the ramp?
Well, there's a board guard. It's painted black. I thought it was rubber because ours are black. And they're rubber.
Yeah.
It's not rubber.
Oh, that's what that's from.
Yes. That's what that is. That's why I'm not wearing socks. Don't sock check me.
Oh my God, you still got the plastic thing on.
Yeah. Well, it's healing now. Oh, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, but oh wow.
I can pull it off now.
Yeah, because I saw you at the boat.
it looks
I saw
good.
you at
Look at
Boat's house.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Thank you. So then I'm like, guess I should probably try it further over so I don't run out of room.
Yeah.
But there's a big sticker on the flat bottom that's super slippery, and I have to cross through it.
Yeah.
So
Take it off.
what's that?
Take a sticker
No,
off? Oh.
It's like their sponsor sticker. I can't
So?
like. So it comes around. They're like, all right, this is the last run.
Last run.
This is it. Last run. It's like, okay. And then I made it. Like just got my truck on there for a
Yeah.
second, but I made it.
Yeah, but you did the blunt thing as well.
No, this is how it went down. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
You did the same run.
So I did the match,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try the body barrel blunt thing
In the same run?
in the same run because I'm still going.
Yeah.
Tried it, got into it, but my feet were a little off, and then I missed it. And then I was like, oh well, I made the trick I came for, whatever. It's cool. Threw my helmet in the crowd. Found Kathy. We're walking away from the ramp, and then I hear the announcer like, all right, Tate Carew, you're up. And Tate was the first one. Was the first skater.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tate, what? They're going again? And this dude's like, oh yeah, they said they give you guys another one. I go, they told me it was the last run.
How'd you get your helmet back?
I didn't. So I run over to the ramp. I'm running up the stairs. Tom Shar is going down the stairs, and he has a black helmet. I'm like, Tom, can I use your helmet?
This dude's in his 50s. And dude,
Hold on.
I would have gone, oh yeah, there's one more ride. Good for them. My wife is already holding my arm, like, get me while I'm going.
I was like ready to go
You
celebrate. I
ran
was like,
up the ramp, and Tom Shaw was like, here, use my
Yes,
helmet to make
yes,
it.
yes.
Love that dude.
So I've just got this giant monster logo on my helmet.
Monsters pumped. Monsters pumped. They gotcha.
And then
Oh,
I
Shaw
just
knew
told
exactly
myself-
what he was doing.
But I told myself, I was like, if your wheels are on the coping,
do it.
your feet are on, come. I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have to stay up
Dude,
there.
it was clean.
And I felt my feet get on,
Yeah.
and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. And then I got so excited that I took the helmet off, and I went to throw it at Tom, but the strap caught my finger, and then it went sideways, and he thought I was throwing it into the crowd. He's like, I need that.
Like, this guy, you lend him a helmet, and he makes it trick.
I just tossed it.
Yeah! You're like, dude!
And I'm going to break your board, too.
I'm going to start doing that here. Be like, man, my helmet broke. Can I use yours for a second? And then make it, and then just
throw it.
Throw it out the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That was pretty funny.
That is awesome.
That was it. I was excited. I did.
So you got them all.
The tricks I came for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was stoked. And then I think I ended up 7th. But here's the coolest part for me.
Yeah.
This was like, and like I said, I was super excited. I didn't expect to move the needle. I really didn't expect to place at all. I was stoked to make my tricks. That's what I came for. And it meant so much to me for my recovery.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to
I know.
rekindle my X Games career.
I know, but it's
But-
still sweet. The
Two
people
tricks
I
that
know,
beat me
I know. You made them.
were my tricks. It was so awesome. That was so cool. I was like, wait a second. Moto did kickflip McTwist, and then Eddie Frenchie did 360 Ollie board slide to 180N. You know, like a backslide Ollie 360 board slide, and then come in backside.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. I did the
wait a second.
kickflip McTwist in '95, and I did that one around like
You know what's crazy is if I was you and that happened right there and then, I would have been like grabbed a microphone and gone, I did that in 1997. Good job though. They look good. Good for you guys. And the kickflip big twist, nice. Where'd you get that from again?
okay. Well, in his defense, he did Japan it.
It was sick, but
yeah.
And then the Nolly 900. What's that kid's name?
Gi.
Who?
Gi. Yeah, not Nolly 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
Gi Curry.
Good for you, Jason. You don't know how to. You're learning gi.
What
right
did you
now.
think of that? Nolly 9.
When did I think of that?
No, what did you think of it?
Yeah, because I was going to say I didn't think of that, Tony. I don't want to admit that.
Can you imagine the bonk it takes?
I'm going to do it. I didn't know it was a nollie
Oh, really?
at first.
You thought it was Indy 9?
I was like, Indy 9, nollie. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
someone goes, nollie, and I read and I'm like, wait, what?
yeah,
And then I watch it again. I'm like, you
pretty sick.
shitting me? Who is this dude?
And Clay, the backslide leg shove.
That was
Exciting.
that was my favorite.
Clay had vertigo,
What is that again?
like
Dizzy, right?
from
yeah.
the travel.
Yeah. Wait, Wally did that trick.
Yes,
That helped.
because he was talking about it the day before. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm just dizzy. I keep spinning out, and then he just jumps on the ramp and does that.
That was the sickest part. Of it.
That was pretty.
No one's
sick.
ever. That's Jimmy Wilkins stuff where it's like,
Yeah,
if you could do it like that it's impossible.
yeah,
But he did it like that.
yeah. It was.
Yeah,
so.
Those are exciting to be alive for. When I saw that, I was like, ah! And then I saw you, I was like, dude, we were hanging out the other day and you were like, I can't get up the stairs. And now you're like, bam, 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 bam. And like, he's back. X Games is back. I'm like, dude, kicking ass.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was freaking cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that was for me kind of this full circle moment, and it was cool. It was funny when I saw Eddie trying that trick. And here's the funny thing is, when I saw Eddie trying that trick, I actually considered trying that trick for the best trick
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna do an Ollie 5, but I feel like I could like slam my board down in the middle
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it
yeah.
and do a board slide,
Yeah,
and then
'cause you
I was
probably
and I actually tried it here
How did it go?
the day before I left.
How'd it go?
I got my board on there, but I
Yeah.
could tell I wasn't really, I wasn't.
Yeah, but you got your board on there. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I think that first attempt was so not as close as I had assumed that I just was like, nah. But then when I saw him try it, I was like, that trick, really?
Yeah.
I was stoked.
I think it's funny how I saw that and was like, God, everyone's just so good these days. And yeah, you're right. You already did that
You know why I learned that trick?
accidentally.
No, because Bob did it to fakie.
Yeah.
Bob did 360
This
ollie
is
to
even
board slide to
harder.
fakie, and I was like, that is amazing. And I
Yeah.
tried it, and I couldn't stop spinning.
Yeah. Yeah, because that seems like that's what would
Yeah,
happen.
and so I just did a kick turn in, and that's how what it became. It was really just me trying to learn one of Bob's tricks.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can't do it like that.
Yeah.
I still think the way Bob does it is harder.
It does seem harder.
Coming fakie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how you stop rotating.
I don't either.
But he's the king of one
He
part of
just
his body's
button
going one
twist.
way and the
Yeah,
other body,
yeah, I
the other
know.
part's going the complete opposite, and it's okay. I saw a video of him the other day where he's doing the switch loop at his house back in the day because
Yeah.
I was the announcer for it. But just like I was there after he put in the hard times, I showed up for when he had it,
Right.
you know? So I didn't see the progression of it and the whole like the switch frontside area over it seemed kind of impossible at first, and I'm watching the video. I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
it looks like you're killing
Oh, you're
yourself.
talking about the king of skate thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where
With the gap.
Yeah, he loop gapped, but
Right.
he switched frontside air the gap,
Because that seemed easier than going backside.
which just but just watching him twist and his
Untwist.
body, yeah,
And
like,
then he avoids the loop wall on the way.
Yeah, like the maze of crap
You have
that's
to
out
show
there
that.
ready to rip his head off, and he's just wobbling everywhere so gracefully.
We have to show that.
Yeah, he is that. It made it 10 times harder. Like when I saw that the other day, I was like, oh man, I was there, and I was like, you're good. I didn't go, what the hell? That's impossible. I should have done that because that's what that was.
What else is happening? I feel like I've just been on a mission for that, so that's what I've been doing.
I saw it at a
Skating.
comedy show.
In Calgary.
Yeah.
How was that?
A lot of people came to a comedy show, and the best person there was me.
Could you tell they came for you?
Yeah, I got an Uber, and then I walked around the corner to where the place was, and there's this big line down the street, and I was like, "What are all these dudes doing?"
Come on.
I swear to you.
You weren't high-fiving him on the way in?
No, I didn't realize that the line went to this big sign that said Jason Ellis Comedy, and I was like, "No way!" And then I started filming it live on Instagram until people in the line
Saw you?
Yeah, and then started turning around and waving at me. But there was a line down the street
That's
for
so sick.
my stand-up. And there's a meet and greet, and yeah, it was like a total, it worked. Like the people that,
That's a long way to go.
but they flew me out, just me.
No,
And
I know. I'm just saying, like Calgary, like it just that's
I was in Poland the weekend before doing
Portland.
stand-up.
yeah. Portland seems, I don't know. That seems more tangible, accessible.
Well, it was a festival, so there was more comedians there.
Oh,
So
okay.
everywhere I went, it was comedians. But in Calgary, I was just in a hotel by myself.
That's so sick.
And then I was at a comedy place where all these people were clearly Jason Ellis show listeners. Like 80% of them were Canadians that were like, "Man, I loved your show." And I'm like, you know, it's on your phone right now, right? And they're like, "Oh, but too, it's in your car." And I'm like, "Give me your phone." You know what I mean? Like, I'm still here. I'm still here.
So were you signing them up for your Patreon?
I was trying. No, I didn't. I'm a bad.
What's your credit card info?
I am a bad businessman. I did not bring up to everybody that I have a Patreon. I should have, but yeah.
Here, look at your phone so I can do this Apple Pay.
Yeah, I wish my phone could just make everybody's potentially sign up. Just click it.
Have a QR code.
Just touch it.
I'm on Patreon, everyone.
Just
There
touch
it is. Here's the link.
Just touch the button. But yeah, it was really cool to, because it's not a, oh, now I've done it. That was a one-off.
Right.
But it was one.
Yeah,
Like,
but those wins are helping along the way for sure.
I've got friends in comedy that are way better than me, way more experienced than me. They're at the Comedy Store every night, and they can't sell 250 tickets.
Right.
And they're like, "Dude, you got something." And the way you tell your stories, just keep working on it. Like, you've already got it. You've got something. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I think I actually do have something. I can't believe this is working. Like, I can't believe I'm
That's so
here."
great.
I've been to Calgary now. I've been to Calgary for skateboarding. I've been to Calgary for radio. I've been to Calgary for podcasting. And I've been to Calgary for comedy, stand-up comedy. Same person, same body. Maybe not same body.
Same person.
Oh, you know, it's not the same person. Like, I ate that other guy a long time ago. But same chassis. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Can that lead to other gigs?
They were like, "What about a Canadian tour?" And I was like, "Say when." Just say when.
Did they have other venues?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, if you do 250 in a movie theater, it was a movie theater, dude. It wasn't a comedy
Oh,
show.
really?
It was a movie theater. You know when someone has a movie and the person that made it comes out, so there's no stage.
Right.
He's just down the bottom and he goes, "Hey,
Right.
everybody, I put my heart and soul." That was my stand-up.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it was not. The people that organized it have never done it.
Oh, that's sick though.
And they were like, "This thing's sold out, so we could potentially do a tour
Oh,
and promote
that's
it." And I
awesome.
was like, "Yeah." And then my manager was like, "Do Canadian tour and then New York and then go home." And I was like, "Yeah, like tomorrow. I'll go.
Yeah.
Just
Sign me up.
Say when." Yeah. And I can tell when I post stuff now, everybody in different cities go, you know, I'm like, "I'm in Calgary," and everyone goes, "Toronto," and I'm like, "Yeah, just keep saying it."
Yeah. I'll keep screenshotting it.
Yeah, just like Utah. Like, I did Wise
Yep.
Guys in Vegas, and then Wise Guys is like, "Wait, Jason's
yeah,
going
Vert
to
Alert.
Vert Alert in Utah.
Vert Alert. What's the date?
22nd is my date, but
Yeah, Thursday.
yours is the 20. because it's the weekend, Thursday,
Yeah.
Fridays.
Oh well. Yeah. I'm not. I was talking about your. We are going to be in Salt Lake City for Vert Alert that weekend.
Why not go for both? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes. We're at the arena.
Right.
It's crazy.
That is.
Yeah.
So that means that's
At the Utah Jazz Arena.
What?
Vivint Solar Arena.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Is that coming?
What?
That ramp.
Yeah.
The new surface.
The new surface. It's all happening. Oh, look at you, 540s in your head right now. I see you. I see
nobody's more in my head than Tony Hawk right now.
I see you.
I'm telling you, man. After today, I haven't skated. I've been hazy for a year, and I've got off that stupid kratom stuff, and I feel like I train again now. I've got my old boxing coach again. I'm like blowing my lungs out like 7 times before I go home, and my body's like, "Hey, man, you haven't done that for a while." But I'm like, "Yeah, but it feels good though, doesn't it?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What about you, legs? What do you think you can do?" Like, and then today I was like, not skating for a long time, and then coming here and feeling better than when I've come here like a couple times a week. That's a good sign for me. I was like when I did a cab melon today, and I was like, that was wrong. It was all wrong. And I was like, it's super easy.
Stomped it too.
I was like, if I
Yeah.
saw, instead of going, wait, maybe, yeah. I was like, yep. Like it was
Yeah,
like a whole bunch
saw
of
it.
yes before it.
I don't think I videoed that one, but I got one super good run. What's that?
I don't need video. I just need to
You
know.
just know you got
I
it.
just need to know that I can do it. I got to get a new board. Jimmy's, like my board is Jimmy's board.
Yeah.
And it's the best board. I don't want to go back to mine. I just want another Jimmy board. So I got to see Jimmy. So, Jimmy, if you're seeing this, send me some water and one of your boards. Thank you.
Water. There you go.
Thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
So the other day, one of our shows recently, we were talking about the laughing couchies.
Yeah.
They sent me a care package. It was pretty sick.
Wait, because you were talking about Nah.
Yeah. And then with my picture on the wheel, like the wheel of cheese.
Wait, that was real?
Yeah. They're not selling it. They just sent it.
But it was a cheese with your face on it?
I had one the other night. I opened it up. My
I don't know.
signature
I
cheese.
can't believe I'm going to say this, but that is as sick as the Metallica guitar that you've got.
It's pretty sick.
That is so sick.
Yeah.
They put your face on a
I know.
giant cheese.
It's crazy.
That is so badass. I don't know why I care. Why do I care about that?
The funny thing is we were.
I don't even like that cheese.
That's what I'm saying is that we were in conflict about it. So I think that's what's
Maybe that
funny
cheese
about
is
it.
great. Maybe I was wrong.
I'll give you a wheel.
Has it got your face on it?
Yeah.
Well, then yeah, I'm down.
It's got a picture of me. There's a photo of me doing a super low frontside ollie at this charity event we went to in Brazil.
Yeah.
In Rio, Brazil, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that is the top pick for people in stock photos.
I love how you know.
It sucks.
I know.
It sucks.
You've told me this before. Isn't there another one where it's like you jumping out of the ramp or something and they use that?
There's one, me popping out. Like me, I'm still in the air, so both feet are technically airborne, but one is about to touch the deck.
It's particularly insulting because you're older, but you're still really capable. And it's like, for me, like I did a photo shoot yesterday with somebody who's she was taking photos of the vice president the day before.
Yeah.
And then me. And she was like, can you do some skateboard stuff? And I was like, on the ground? No. I'm like, we don't have a lot of time for me to break it down.
It's so
the differences, but not a lot. And I was like, I'll try. And then I was like, just so you know, these photos, nobody sees.
I'm gonna need to verify all
yes.
of them. Yes.
So I verified one. Every
Of
other
what?
one
Flat ground
of an
ollie?
Of a flat ground ollie, because she's a model
I know.
photographer.
Hey, I've been
She
there.
didn't care about pop shot. Like she didn't want to see anything else. And I had like some boots on, so it was like not ideal.
Right.
Ollieing, even though I don't think it would matter what shoes I've got on. I can make all the excuses I want, but this was making it more difficult. But the one ollie where I was like, my foot's off, but it's an ollie, and it's off the ground high enough where I'm like, you can post that.
Oh, your back foot's off?
My front foot's off.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like it's hovering over.
Oh, okay.
it.
So
But
it
the
looks like you're catching a kickflip.
Yes, so it's what it was. But
You're welcome.
But the
we'll
other
just cut that little bit out.
The other 15 photos, I was like, if you show anybody
Oh,
that
yeah.
ever, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Like the worst. Just man, I'm like, oh, dude, how can you be that bad at?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is that, with especially with stock photos, you have no control over it because it's just some photographer for Reuters or AP or whatever is there. And I mean, this all sounds ridiculous, but it does.
It counts.
It is a bummer because the photos that they like are the ones that show your face. They don't care what the skating is. They don't know what the skating is. And then I'm cursed with these photos that just float around the internet. I'm like, there's one that's actually a pretty good photo. It's a frontside air, but it's kind of like you can tell I'm trying to bone it, but it's not boned because I was going to hang up. So it's like,
and you see it when you see it,
man, it's everywhere.
You go, that's the one.
That's the one that's everywhere.
Everybody else is just like Tony Hawk.
Yeah, like it's like a solid 6-foot frontside air or whatever, but it's just like, not that one. Like there was a better one from that day for sure.
I know.
But the funniest one is that, especially with the resellers, and I know we've gone over and over with those, but those guys come with a bunch of photos. There's a photo of Chris Miller doing a crossbone from an X Games.
Yeah.
Like he jumped on the ramp during practice or whatever. Because, Chris wasn't in the X Games.
Yeah.
Or I think maybe they had a Legends demo at some point.
Yeah.
Long time ago. So there's a picture of him doing a crossbone. He's got it's Chris.
Yeah.
It is Chris Miller.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks it's me.
What do you mean everyone?
Wherever they get the photo from the stock photo agency, it's listed as me.
Okay.
So they want me to sign it. That's what I'm saying. Right. They bring it to me and they want me to sign it. I'm like, it's not me. And
that's
like,
Chris
what do you
Miller.
mean? I'm like, well, for one, look at his face.
Yeah.
And for another, he's regular footed. And
look at
that crossbone. That is a signature move. Like,
yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah, you had to be there, but boy, do you suck for not being there. You know what I mean? Yes. Like if you give me a photo of Chris Miller, it's like, look, I want to say that's me.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me. I'd love to sign that and be like, hell yeah, that's what I look like.
Can you mirror this? And maybe change the graphics on the skateboard? Then now we're talking.
Yeah. If you can take my face and put it on his face, then yeah, let's do that. I'll sign it. But unfortunately, that's that guy.
Yep.
That guy's good.
That's so funny. Yeah, there's a few. There's another one. It doesn't matter. There's just so many. Like there's one where I'm about to grab an indie air.
Oh, that's not good. The
worst, right?
Yeah, that's not good. And about to grab
it. So it's just after the snap.
But your hands
and you can see my hand and it's like, cool.
Yeah. No, that's like I'm a photographer, but I just don't care about.
I'll find all these photos so that when we talk about them.
It's crazy because you get them blasted everywhere. Like I don't have, if it's a bad photo, like I got good photos that I've never seen. You know?
Right,
like one's, the closest I've ever got is somebody in a movie theater in Melbourne I was on the back of his t-shirt and it was a surf t-shirt and it was me, clearly, doing a slob air. And I was like, hey, that's my slob air. That's me. And I'm like, that's the guy turns around. He's like, what? I'm like, that's me on your t-shirt. What kind of t-shirt is that? And it was back when I was still a pro skateboarder. And I was like, that's not my company.
But did they put a surfboard under your feet or?
No, it was me doing a slob air in a demo.
Some surf company.
But it was a surf company just saying like Mondo Surf Shop and it's me. And I was like, that's illegal.
Yeah.
But it was also.
Something like that happened in the 80s.
I
want to say someone used it was like a Japan Air or an India Air photo. And it was a silhouette, but it was like, yep, that's me. And it was from a magazine, so people already knew the photo.
Right.
And people were, I think what happened was someone was like, hey, I got this, I bought your shirt at Nordstrom. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then that's what happened when like I had to file a cease and desist or complaint or I think I got some money from it.
Nordstrom ripped you off.
No, it wasn't. It was a company that was making, Nordstrom works with that company.
Yeah.
But
so they sold a lot of them.
Yeah. They sold a lot of them. And all I had to do was say, these guys bought it because they thought it was me.
Yeah.
I mean, that was all they needed. And then the lawyer was like, oh yeah, here we got a lawsuit.
That's kind of fair.
Right.
That's kind of how that one should work, you know?
Yeah.
I remember, didn't Jesse for a while make like some hoodies that had like Biggie and Tupac on it and stuff? And I was like, those are so cool, but you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if it got successful, you would not have any of that money.
Right.
Like, can you make one from me? Yeah. But if you put that on the internet, no.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's tricky. I don't know. I mean, but some people will they'll make custom stuff where they'll like cut out a photo and put it on a jacket and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
But it can work, you're saying.
I feel like it can if I don't know.
I just feel like you can until it's successful.
Well, you definitely can't make a run of them.
Right.
Make 1,000 shirts with, that's not, no.
Right.
But people do.
I was going to say, because some people just flat out
They just run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That catches those people.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I remember when we first started Birdhouse. Oh, it was so frustrating. We first started Birdhouse. We're barely
scraping. Yeah.
Scraping by. And I went to Brazil for a demo. This is so confusing. We went to Brazil, and there was a dude that was taking us around, but he had a couple skate shops, and then we went to a skate shop, and there's bootleg Birdhouse stuff in the skate shop.
Skateboards.
Shirts.
Birdhouse shirts.
Birdhouse
in
shirts.
the skate shop.
In the skate shop that this guy owns that brought us there.
Oh.
And I was like, what are these? And
Yeah.
he goes, oh, someone makes those. And so I buy them so that he doesn't sell them elsewhere. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he just tried to spin it real quick. And I was like, no, you can't. No. We don't, like, we barely sell shirts anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man,
it was a chance.
To pay for you guys to come there and not take out those rip-off shirts before you got there. Wow. What do you think he was going to say when he saw it?
Be a little slick with it.
Man.
Or that somehow he thought they were legit. And I know that.
How are they legit?
Like,
he knows you.
But also I know in Brazil, like they had to make their own stuff for a long time because the import taxes were so crazy. And if you got a Bones Brigade deck, it's going to cost you like $150. And
okay.
So they were doing a lot of bootleg stuff, but then they started making their own brands and they took off, and that was awesome. But this guy was just outright, bootlegging our stuff that barely
having
sells anyway.
you there is
I
the
know,
craziest
so
part.
lame.
Like, he has your number and he has the fake you number.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get Tony Hawk here with the Birdhouse.
And then I'm thinking, like, wait, so we're here to promote your version of Birdhouse?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, Tony Hawk's going to be here, so buy a Birdhouse shirt. It wouldn't be surprising if that guy ran that Birdhouse shirt company.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no. I mean, in hindsight, of course. And when I left, I was so new to all of it. I was so green. I was just like, oh well, maybe he does have and I want to believe the best in everyone.
Yep.
And then when I got home, I was like, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
Total bullshit. Man, what I wouldn't say it was on purpose. Like, I feel like when you were like, wait a minute, who makes those? He went,
yeah.
I should have put
I don't know.
those.
Some guy came around selling them and I bought them.
Yeah.
That's what he was running.
Yeah. Some guy named me.
Yeah.
I made him. I sold
some
him.
guy with an alias. That is me.
Yeah, I got a big plan. I'm going to make bootleg Birdhouse shirts and get Tony Hawk here.
And sell one a month.
Yeah.
It was such wild times. There was a demo one time. We have to get Fraser to talk about this, but there was a demo one time that we went to in those days where it was just, we were desperate, and they're like, okay, we'll pay you $300 to fly to Lyon, France, and do a demo with Matt Hoffman.
Yes.
Like,
for $300.
Okay.
And you did it.
Well, we did, but they had screwed up our flights, and they made our flights for the night of the demo. Our flights home.
So
we're going to have to pay to change our flights, which is about $300.
Oh, I think you told me this.
Yeah, and then we do the demo, and they're like, "Oh, we'll send you guys the money because a bunch of kids faked their wristbands and snuck in, so we don't have the money."
Yeah, bullshit.
And I'm like, "No, that's bullshit."
Did Fraser get the money?
Well, Fraser held out, Matt Hoffman is standing there with his shoulder
That's
out.
right. That's right.
I've told the story, but Matt Hoffman is standing with his shoulder out, waiting for the guy to get paid or whatever. And then we all just like dug in. Like, we're not leaving. I mean, you have to pay us. And so they finally pay us. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't that the flight was the night of. The flight was 2 nights later. So we were going to have to pay for a hotel room.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? That's what it was. And we couldn't change the flight. That's how it went down.
Okay.
Our flight home was for a day later. We couldn't change our flight or whatever.
They didn't give you a place to stay.
Didn't give us a place to stay. So the next day, finally they show up with money in the equivalent of ones, because people just paid cash to get in or whatever.
Yeah.
So they pay us like whatever it was, the equivalent of $300 in French francs in like ones.
This is like, it sounds like you're talking about a time where it was black and white television.
Oh yeah.
But this is like 2000?
This is 96 or 97.
Oh, okay.
Probably like 90. No. It was around like 94, 95. It's probably like, it was kind of before X Games started. So it was still, you know, there's still like, we were a novelty, but people still knew who we were.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, oh man, it was Christian Hosoi, Frazier, and I were like, all right, we're together. We're going to figure out what we're doing. So we take a train to Paris. And we have nowhere to stay. We don't have money to get a hotel, right?
None of you have any money.
Well, we don't have, like, we went there to get paid $300. We got our $300 in cash.
Yeah.
It's going to cost us more to get a hotel in Paris. We have to leave from Paris. So we got to stay in Paris that night.
Yeah.
So with our bags, I'll never forget this. We took a cab to this well-known skate spot because we just know that there's going to be skaters there.
Yeah.
So we show up there with our gear, and a couple guys were like, "Oh, hey, Tony Hawk, Christian Soy, like, what are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're hanging out. Can we stay at your house?" And this one dude said, "Sure."
Yeah.
And then we stayed in his little brother's room with bunk beds.
So stoked. I mean, so not stoked, but he's stoked.
Yeah.
They're stoked.
And then that was pretty much it.
So Christian Osoy and Tony Hawk stayed at his house.
And Frazier.
And Mike Frazier.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, how many bunk beds was there?
He had 4 in his room.
Oh, okay.
And I think he slept somewhere else. So 3
there
of us
parents?
slept in bunk beds. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get parents' breakfast or anything?
I think we had to leave too early. Our flight was super early.
Okay.
We had to take the train.
Okay.
The guy told us how to take the train to the airport because cab was going to take up our money too.
Okay, right. Yeah.
It was fun times.
I did a demo in Tasmania once, and they tried to put me in a hostel, and I was like, I'm not staying in a hostel.
Yeah.
And the kid was like, well, then you can stay
Oh,
with me
you
and my
said you
dad.
stay with some
In
super bogan, right?
Yeah, but oh, no, the Bogan guy that had the Slayer tattoo on his forearm, and this is like in the 80s. Like, this guy was this guy was gangster. Like, I was like, whoa, dude, forearm Slayer? Like, wow. And he had pentagram moccasins, and I was like, this dude is so gnarly. But the nice nerd kid, I stayed at his house, and his dad was a chef,
abusive.
and he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So
Damn,
but he was a good cook. Everything had red wine in it, but whatever, it was still good.
That works.
Yeah.
Did you see the Foos Gone Wild thing that we did? The collaboration? That was so sick.
What's going on there?
We just
You're so locked in now.
We were communicating through Instagram. We connected once because there was this dude. We were skating this backyard pool in an apartment building, and this dude came out, and he had the long shorts, high socks, and he's like, "Yo, I see Tony Hawk. I know Tony Hawk. What?" And then those guys picked it up because it's like on their brand.
Yeah.
And then we just been in touch ever since. And then he's like, "Let's do a collab. Like, let's do some high socks," because I wore high socks all through the through the 80s and stuff. And it was super fun. It was sick. But why I'm saying that, I'm not trying to promote it because we already we did socks. We did a graphic. They redid Bucky's old Birdhouse graphics, but put their dude on it.
Oh, sick.
So it's sick. And then so we did the collab, which was super fun. They sold stuff for the weekend. But now everywhere I go, like I went to a concert yesterday. I got sock checked like 4 times.
What is sock checked?
So like to check if you're wearing high socks. And I was.
Yeah.
I came correct. Like I've been ready for it because I knew it was coming. So I had the high socks on. There was this girl we went to see. It was
A girl sock
Cruel,
checked you?
Oh yeah, it was Cruel World Festival. And the girl's like, "Yo, Tony Hawk, you're the down ass fool!" Like, because that's what the guy said. And then he's like, "Let's sock check." And I pulled him, and she's like, "Yeah!"
You're kicking
And then I got
ass
sock
out
checked
there.
like 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
And every time they were so pumped because you indeed
Oh yeah, because I was
backed
like,
it.
it was funny because my wife and Miles was there too, and they're like, "You came ready for that, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I had a feeling." I had a feeling it was
Spot
coming.
on though.
Yeah.
Sock check.
I can't be sock checked now because we just skated. So
Right. Do I have to wear socks pulled up?
what for sock checks?
Like, should I be wearing socks pulled up?
What do you mean?
Like, is this bad?
It's your style, whatever.
No,
I mean,
but
you're
is
not
there
a
a new
down ass fool.
I'm not a down ass fool.
No, because
But I want to be a
the
down.
higher the socks, the downer the fool.
That's how that goes.
That's how it goes.
I'm not down at all.
Well, did you see the socks we made?
No, I mean, no.
They say high socks are not a crime.
Ooh, I'm supposed to wear those.
You want to wear those?
I'm supposed to, I think. I just feel like my shorts are too short for how
Well, that's the thing though.
they have
It's a very specific aesthetic. So
their shorts are long,
yeah,
right?
like the shorts go beyond the socks.
Right. And I don't know if I can. I'm more of like
That's
I'm
don't
not a
know.
down ass fool.
well, but if you're wearing high socks under your pants, you're down.
I wear compression socks when I skate vert, and they go up to my knees.
Yeah.
And they're pink though. That's not down.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
not.
not a down ass fool. It's okay. You can say it.
No, I'm not. I'm not the overlord of that. I'm not the judge.
I don't have hair, and I'm not a down ass fool, and I'm not a very good reader either. But yeah, man, I don't know if I can even do it. Can I wear shorts that go over my knees? I work so hard to get these up this high, Tony. Do you know how many?
I'm not saying you need to go all the way with it.
But I want to be a down ass fool. That shit sounds good, dude. You know that sounds good to
All right,
me.
I'll get you some high white socks, and you can wear them under your pants. When you're wearing pants, then
That still counts.
that counts. That's what the sock check is, because you're checking
But because you've got pants on.
because you got pants on. That's why
Your pants are looser around the ankles lately. Is something happening that I'm not aware of?
I'm just old, so I'm not trying to be tapered in.
But it's the new is getting baggier again.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
See, I'm on a cutting edge, dude. What's
lie.
up?
Don't lie to me. You know you're adjusting.
No, I
You don't want to be caught in
If
the
I
time.
get jeans, I get 501s, 34. So because that's longer.
It's not tied around the ankles.
No, I mean, no.
Because I've gotten tied around the ankles, and I think it's changing. And it's like I
I
can't
don't
go.
know.
I can't go.
I don't
back.
think are we on the forefront of fashion here?
My son has baggy pants. I can't do it. I'm like, if you have baggy pants, I should have tight pants.
Oh,
Some-
I think they're going like old school Genko though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm somewhere in between.
Which is still pretty bold. I mean, dude, when I saw that in the parking lot today, I was like, what are you trying to say? You want to go, dude? I feel like you're trying to leave me over here in the I don't really understand what's going on anymore. I got little socks and you go,
Are
you're
these
down ass
cool?
fool and your pants are all baggy. I'm like, are you leaving me? Because that's how fashion
I'm leaving
works.
you in the dust, bro.
If you don't pay attention, you're just like high and dry, and that
Yeah,
ain't
well.
happening, son. I ain't going out like that.
All right.
I gotta get some socks and some. I need new
Okay,
pants.
next show.
Yeah. Okay,
Set you up.
Jimmy Wilkins or anybody. I need water.
He needs a new kit.
I need new
needs
pants.
water.
And what was the other one? I need a skateboard. There you go.
Skateboard, water, socks.
And then I'll be fine.
You'll be
I need to
down.
wash my hand. I'm really sticky and sweaty. Man, this is weird doing a podcast dirty.
Usually when we come here, you want to record then skate, and you
Yeah.
were like, "No, we're skating first."
Do you want to know why, Tony?
Why?
Because I have not looked forward to skateboarding for about
So you're just itching to get on the ramp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like now I want to skate because I'm excited to know what's going to happen on there, but for a while there.
You
I
were
was
dreading
like,
it.
Yeah, because I was like, it's kind of
that was me the first go around with my leg.
I feel like that's how you and I were kind of broing down.
Like
'Cause
I
we were
want to
like, "You wanna
skate, but I am
Kinda.
dreading it. It's going to be painful.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, we had
Yeah.
We had fun today, man. That was fun. Right. Fuck, I love skateboarding.
Me too. That's it.
Yeah.
What I can describe and skate.
Yeah.
Go skate. Okay. And just like Grosso used to say, now shut this off and go skate.